Hey guys, yeah, hi, yeah, so I'm sure you're wondering why I'm like this here. Well, you see, I wanted to be my me form today, because today we're doing interaction. Well, anyway, without a further ado, welcome back to another video game analysis. Oh yeah, yeah. So, yeah, let's sit down and we'll talk for a bit. How are y'all doing? Everyone good? Everyone good? All right, all right. All right, so yeah, interaction. You know what? That is just so important, and I just have to cross my arms, make a big smile about it because there is just nothing more important than interaction. It's just a very important part of gaming, and it has been for years upon years upon years. Let me tell you. And I always loved interacting. That is, being immersed in the world of games is just a very, very, very good thing. There's so many types of games I can mention with such amazing. Like, I'll start with my beginning story of gaming. I always loved the thing I loved about the N64 the most was just the new idea of gaming in hub worlds and the 3D aspects of gaming, like when I played a rare game like Conquest Bad Verde or Banjo Kazooie, or I would play Mario 64, and then I would play Ocarina of Time, F Zero. It's just so easy, especially if programmers do it right, to get immersed in the game, to just interact, because when you're playing a game, it's perfectly just to want to be a part of it and just let yourself go in the world. And we all can relate to that. I know that. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you right now. It's a good thing to be a part of the game. Well, it doesn't even matter what generation it is. Yeah, yes, the games like Atari games I mentioned a lot require a lot more imagination, but that really is for interaction. To put yourself in the middle of the game, to feel like you're the protagonist. And that's why I always say it's so important to connect with a character. And I like mentioning when I do character analysis how we can relate to the character. I really, really enjoy that because that is what brings interaction to a whole new light. And I really love it. And it's always important to remember that. No matter what era you're playing, no matter what genre you're playing, you will if you play a good game, it is because you were able to interact with the game so perfectly well. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I bothered putting my me up. Well, or Avatar, if you're an Xbox if you play your Xbox, like I love the idea of a me or Avatar, whatever you prefer. I love that idea, especially when they let you put in the game. Because I always play as my me on Mario Kart 7 when I get to. I like in when I got Animal Crossing City Folk. I loved wearing the me mask because it it's just a perfect way to interact. And I love how in the Mario Galaxy games, like you can make your file your face. That is so cool, and it just really adds to it. And coming up with the Miiverse for the Wii U, and I'm sure 360 will do a similar thing. I hope so, because it's a really cool idea. Because you get to see other people in a video game likeness. That's so great for interaction. The interaction is the main point of gaming. It really is. If you can't interact with the game, if there's things keeping you from the game, with few considerations, don't forget, it's just a good game. And putting the Mii's or the avatars in the game is just to make a profile for yourself. It's just you're inside the game or you're inside the console. That's fantastic, and nothing could beat that. Nothing in the world, nothing in the world, and if you're wondering how I'm doing this, you see that little question mark behind me? Well, yeah, that's an AR card. Everyone who owns a 3DS knows what I'm talking about. This is a giant AR card I got from Club Nintendo. I love Club Nintendo. I highly suggest you guys get into it. It's really, really awesome. And Gotta love that stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at me, I'm flying in the air. Oh yeah, flying in the air. Did you see that epicness? Yeah, really? Did you see that? Like, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Another point of interaction is you get to be something you're not. Whether it's a high class military officer shooting uh, extraterrestrials to save your planet, or an Italian plumber with incredible stamina and the ability to jump really high, or a blue hedgehog with super speed, or anything really. It's just like you can become that. And you know what? That's another thing what I mentioned before with interacting with characters and protagonists. It's something that makes you who you're not, who you want to be. Not who you want to be, but you know what I mean. Just be able to like look at a character in a franchise saying, "Yes, I have to get that game because I'll be able to interact with them all over again." That's where a franchise comes from, but you want to interact again and again and again, and it is the most amazing thing. I truly love a good gaming protagonist. I love being able to play as different characters too, of course, like Super Castlevania, or no, I'm sorry, Castlevania 3. You get to choose between 4 players and with different gameplay mechanics. It's different things you can be, you can interact with and immerse yourself in, and it's just really awesome. I, you gotta appreciate that kind of stuff, you really do. Background noise. Hope that doesn't come through, but it probably will. But this was a good take. Sigh. Oh well, let's keep it in, because interaction is only live. It can never be pre-recorded. Ooh, good one, Billy. Good excuse to keep this in. Yes. Let me just make this next point while I'm flying. I get to do this for as long as I want. Oh yeah, being a me is awesome. Or an avatar, whatever you prefer, my friend, whatever you prefer. Yeah, look at me fly, look at me doing this. I can. I am interacting with this, I am having fun. And that is what a video game does. You get to do something you can never imagine, like flying in the middle of the air for this long. I, I, I fucking love that stuff, man. And remember, that's not a curse. I didn't say the F word. I said, I fucking love that, man. Oops. Cracked some springs there. Whoops. Whoops, I broke the floor. Yeah, I'm a me. I'm not doing voiceovers. Couldn't think of it. I shouldn't have said take before. And there's more background noise. Really wish that would stop. I really hope that background noise isn't gonna take away from this all, and I really hope that this pointless part is whatever. I'm flying in midair, and there's the phone. I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna fly midair. Oh man, I am being so rude and out of control this episode, but I don't care, because I am a me. I am interacting with me. Or look at me go, me, me, me. I'm gonna keep saying me, me. But yeah, look. This is fun, isn't it? And when you play a game, this is not fun. I mean, you know the characters, you know their name, you know their backstory, and you can relate with them in some way or another, and you interact with them. You become something you're not, and you just roll with it, and it's just so cool. Especially when you get put in situations where you'll never be in again, and it's just so much fun to be in Impossibilities. Phew, it took a lot out of me. Whoa, oh man. Ah, whew. So, let me just take this moment to realize, yes, guys, I know this isn't the greatest edited thing ever, but my human form is the worst editor who's ever lived in the humanity. But who cares? Because who cares, right? Right? Nobody's probably watching at this point. Anywho, let me continue anyway, for those who are, and I commend you guys, and really thank you guys. You guys are the best. So, yeah, we can all understand, and every game player can feel that interaction because it's just one of the greatest things about games. I cannot stress that enough. The interaction of a game goes as far as feeling like you're part of the environment, which today's form of graphics really make you do much easier than it used to be, and as well as being able to relate to people who are there. And it just becomes so much fun doing a task with them, especially when you're granted ability you can never do, like whether it's teleportation or speed or being able to jump off walls or go through walls even. It's so cool. And some games do realistic things, and same thing. It doesn't even make a difference, especially if you're in a situation where you will never be in or is very unlikely, and that's what makes it fun. It's like, do you really want to have a play a game where you're doing taxes or mowing the lawn? Oh wait, forgot about Bully. Never mind. You want to mow the lawn in the game Bully. Ever remember that game? Anyway, um, yeah, I mean, like, no, seriously, like you don't want to mow the lawn. You don't want to take out the trash unless there's some little concept to it that little bends your imagination a little bit, really gets you interested, gets you thinking. You want to get the mind going, and that's what interaction's all about. Ah, yes, the mind. That is right. Guys, you know when you really think about it, we gamers love to have our mind going. We love to think. It can be and yeah, there's some mindless games out there, but even then, like you want to have some games at least occupying your mind. Just keep your mind flowing, just like especially, and that's why a lot of people love different types of games, because they just give a different way to think. They give a different logic and a different understanding. It's just so cool, and you gotta appreciate those little things in life. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy, so happy, so happy, and I'm really glad interaction will always be with us in gaming, no matter how you do it. Especially with the great amounts of gameplay changes we're having. While I'm still in my me form, guys, I want to thank you so much for keeping with me or keep sticking around with me for 10 episodes. It really means a lot. And you know what? Let's all remember when you have a favorite franchise or a favorite game, that's the way you perfectly connect with a game. You perfectly interact, and when there's a game you love or like, it doesn't all have to be the same game. It's great if you roam around. I always suggest people to look at every spectrum of everything, including gaming. You wanna play the RPGs. You wanna play the platformers. You wanna play first-person shooters. You wanna do side scrollers, puzzles, solvers, action adventure games. They're all awesome. Sporting games, racing games. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. That's where it all leads to, and I'm really happy that we get technology like this. It's amazing how many people get into it and how many people love and can talk to each other about it. And that's even an interaction in the real world. Fans, people talking together, and there's just so many ways you can do it, and that is just so fantastic. Next time, guys, we're going to take a look at Pikmin. Yeah, Pikmin. Oh, yeah. It's going to be so much fun because I love Pikmin. Alright, I'll see you guys then. I want to fly one more time while I'm a me. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm flying.